Oba of Benin. We want to express our appreciation to His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, GCON. I want to welcome the Governor of Edo State, ably represented here by the Commissioner for Culture, local government. We want to welcome all ministers who are here, senators, members of House of Representatives. We want to welcome traditional rulers here present. Also, we appreciate the presence of Edo State House of Representatives members, honorable commissioners, members of the diplomatic corps, head of consulate and embassies, head of federal government agencies, service commanders, commissioner of police, head of service, Edo State, complex women leader, youth organizations, alumni, Association of Edo College and ICC, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Here in the palace, every year we have ceremonies that mark our calendars. These are very serious traditional events. But I want to say that of all the social events that we have held in this palace over 100 years, very few are more consequential, considering the importance of the event today. We want to appreciate the good effort that was made by the Honorable Minister for Culture and traditional rulers and friends of Oba of Benin and the Benin Palace in making it possible for these artifacts to come here. It is not a casual event at all. A pressman asked me earlier today, how do you feel with these artifacts brought to you? I said the way I feel is the way every Benin man should feel. A day of joy, joy that is immeasurable. And how do we look at that? If you compare today with that day that the invaders moved into Benin, burnt our sacred places, and drove our people into the forest. This is a good symbol that the victory we didn't get at that time is gradually coming to us. It is also important, not just for Benin, when you look at the skill job in the artworks, it represents Africa well. In 1963, at Oxford University, students of that university had asked their history professor, his name, Professor Wolf Trevor Roper, to teach them a little bit of Africa, a bit of Africanity. And he replies this way: perhaps in future there will be some African history to teach, but for now, all you have are European activities in Africa. All else is darkness, and darkness is no subject of history. When you look at the technology and the skill that Benin applied in producing this work, you know that Benin has everything to make not just Edo people and Nigerians to be proud, but to make Africa proud. So once again, may I also add, as I try to round up, that it's been said, AP Newton, that history begins only when men begin to write. Benin has never depended on writing based on the Western model. Every artwork you see is a writing for an event that is important. And they are not just figures to be put in a place. They represent our own history, our own story. In 1981, Oba Benin graciously gave a gift of a bronze work with Oba Sige writing Portuguese. As a matter of fact, that presentation was made by Oba Benin himself at Temple University Retirement Hall. This is part of what we represent. Every bronze work tells a story. And for anyone to think that they are just artworks to be dumped somewhere, no, not at all. I have also read about people saying, oh, the artworks didn't come just from the palace, they came from different geographical locations. It is because they do not know. Every Benin artwork was produced by royal permission or commission. And what does that mean for the ordinary man? When it is by commission, the Oba is asking the producers to do specific things for utility services in the palace. They are utility arts. When it is by permission, it's the kind of thing some of you saw when the present Enoki of Uromi took the throne. He had to come to Benin, and the Oba had to give him a bronze ada. This is what we do. These are not things you take away because of what they represent in our heritage, in our culture, and so on. Having said this, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank once again all those who have had hand in making this day successful, all those who have supported us with prayers, and all those who have made various movements for us to get to where we are. And by it, we are assured, by the grace of God, that this is the beginning of many artworks, many bronze works, all the things taken from the Benin Palace to begin to come back one after the other. I thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Before
Oba Noba Nedo Ugu Apollo Iwari the second. Oba Atope, I hope I got it. Thank you. His Royal Highness, the Emir of Kano, representing all the traditional rulers in the northern part of Nigeria. The immediate past governor of Edo State, Comrade Adams Oshiomhole, and the immediate past governor of Akwa Ibom, my good brother and friend, Chief Gospel Akpabio. I know there's a long list of protocol here, so I want to stand on already established protocols. I'm highly pleased and honored to be present in Benin Kingdom today for a historic event in the annals of our history. The formal return of historical artworks to Benin Kingdom signifies a breakthrough in the desire of Nigerians and indeed Africans to repossess the African artworks currently domiciled outside their places of origin. The indigenes of Benin Kingdom will recall vividly that Nigeria took legal and physical possession of Okuko, the Benin corporate branch at Jesus College, University of Cambridge, England, on Wednesday, October 27, 2021. The ceremony was globally acclaimed as an ethical and noble gesture on the part of the staff and students of Jesus College, Cambridge University, England. And on Thursday, October 28, a Nigerian delegation formally repossessed the ancestral Benin bronze head, Elao, at an official ceremony in the University of Aberdeen, Scotland. These two events were of great significance and are judged as great acts of nobility from England and Scotland, and indeed the United Kingdom. Nigeria wishes to congratulate the staff and students of these great institutions for their virtuous actions. History will be eternally kind to them, particularly on the moral lessons of the giant strides they took. As global discussions on these giant strides continue to refocus the imperatives of the return of other artifacts to their origins, Nigeria wishes to appeal for more emphasis on their return, rather than the circumstances leading to their removal from their origins. We also commend various authors, civil societies, and media outlets on the sustained campaign for the return of Nigerian artifacts. In 1897, when the Benin artifacts were taken away from Benin Kingdom, sovereignty was vested in Benin Kingdom under the leadership of the then Oba of Benin, Nubaisi. The same sovereignty was then vested in respective kingdoms and its respective traditional rulers in the present-day Nigeria. This explains why these artifacts are still being referred to as Benin bronzes up to the present day. Sovereignty is, however, currently vested in the Federal Republic of Nigeria by the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. Hence, the legal and physical possession of the artifacts by the Federal Republic of Nigeria under the leadership of Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. My presence in Benin Kingdom today is in fulfillment of the desire and the express directive of Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to return the repossessed artifacts to where they originally belong. Let me read that again for clarity. My presence in Benin Kingdom today is in fulfillment of the desire and express directive of Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to return the repossessed artifacts to where they originally belong. Thank you very much. The present administration places much emphasis on the return of Nigerian artifacts to their original home. Hence, the painstaking efforts of the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, along with the tireless commitment of the National Commission for Museums and Monuments to attain this presidential directive and mandate. At this juncture, it is pertinent to acknowledge the synergy of the Edo State government, along with the dogged determination of the Oba of Benin and the entire people of Benin Kingdom in their sustained campaign for the return of Benin bronzes. History will judge them aright in many instances. Kabiyesi, chiefs, and the entire people of Benin Kingdom, now the task and the challenge that is being thrown to the community. The task ahead on our part is to ensure that these highly prized objects are preserved in accordance with global best practices. This will undoubtedly assist in the sustained campaign to return and repossess the remaining Benin artifacts and other Nigerian artifacts, indeed African artifacts domiciled across the globe currently. Eminent personalities, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor and privilege to legally transfer the two repossessed Benin artifacts namely the corporate bronze statue, Okuko, and the ancestral head statue, Did I get it? To the Oba of Benin Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nedo Ugu Akolo Ewuari II, on behalf of Muhammadu Buhari, ECFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I must say that as of today, we are doing the legal transfer, which invariably means that wherever that object is, it becomes the legal object being owned by the people of the Benin Kingdom under the leadership of the Oba. But given the fact that United Kingdom has certain laws that guides the removal of objects from UK, we are just going through documentation. As I talk to you, I'm in possession of those objects. And after documentation, they will be brought here directly. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.